Well, hello, folks. So we're down here at the river again. This is January 6th. It's kind of chilly down here. Let me show you how peaceful the water is. And the mission this weekend, or this week, is to get this post erected, as well. Sorry about that. As well as this post right here. This is the I-beam that sits on the subfloor and has a post welded to it that will support the main beam. And if we can get the main beam up, that would be pretty awesome. My middle brother's heading down this afternoon, I think, for a couple days, and we'll have a good time trying to be safe. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. All right, so the first thing I did when I got down yesterday was to start building another set of shelves to hold tools, and I moved the other set of shelves out from the living space because now I have subfloor I can put it on that's stable. And the main beam is going to go up into this region right here. So these are out of the way. The strategy for the main beam will be with these posts up, and the main beam laying on these I-beams. Then we'll fabricate columns of 2x6s that will serve two purposes. One is to support the weight of the beam as we move it up, and raise a cross member to support it. And the other purpose will be to keep it from rolling or otherwise falling out of alignment from where it's going to end up here. Obviously, the worst thing that can happen is that it would fall off something and land on us. The next worst thing would be it would fall off something and land on the floor, which would probably destroy part of the floor. And both of those would be very bad. So we're going to erect a constraining set of posts that are supported diagonally in both dimensions, and also over here. And then there will be a cross member that will as we hoist it up, we'll raise the cross member to support it, and then we'll go to the other side, hoist it up a little bit, raise it, and move up the cross member, and we'll just go back and forth until we get it all the way up. Now, once we get it to the very top and we can't hoist it anymore unless we attach rigging up in the attic, which is a possibility, we could always use bottle jacks at that point to inch it up to get it to the top, so it can rest on that plate right there on the top of each of the beams. So that's the other beam right there. So this beam is going to be first. It'll go up, basically tipped up in the location it's at, replacing this set of 2x4s, which isn't doing anything at the moment. So step one is to remove the material here that's going to be occupied by this post, and some of that material over there. And then basically we'll tip this post up, stand it up, bolt it into place, and that will determine 24 feet from the outside of that to 24 feet to the outside of that will determine the location of where that I-beam goes. All right, folks, good morning. This is next morning after my brother and I had raised the beam this high. This is pretty much the limit of being able to raise the beam with the hoist in this position here. And because the rest of the structure above here is, I don't trust it for being able to hoist it up. And I don't want to cut a hole in the ceiling or the roof just yet. I'm just going to use the bottle jacks to get it the rest of the way up. These little guys here. And we'll see how it goes. So this setup for having two sets of these double columns of 2x6s and 2x4s with a cross piece that we move up. As we make progress lifting it up, we move these cross pieces up. We just left this one in here for just for safety. The next one, I'll probably just move this guy back up above this guy to hold it up so that we keep this guy here. And we're using these honking construction screws to hold this in. And this is holding it quite easily. And you can see a diagonal bracing for this guy to prevent movement left and right or longitudinally along the beam. This post is barely touching this 2x4 that represents the end of the beam. And then the hoist is attached to this triple 2x6 with these two 2x6s hangered on the joist, and that pivot point or the support point is only 5.5 inches from the other face of the 2x6s. So that also worked great. Felt very safe doing that. Remember, this is only lifting about 650 pounds at this point. Well, I'm sorry. At this point, it would be 650. Over here, it's probably, let's say, 800 to be conservative. Maybe 750, whatever. So this hoist is more than enough to lift the entire beam. I think the entire hoist, that's a 2200, so that's a ton hoist. The beam is just over, well, not just over, it's over half a ton, but it's not a ton. And like the carabiners up there, those are rated at 3,300 pounds. So there's plenty of safety factor here. So anyway, this is working great. And I'll be alone today, marching this up, probably going 3 to 6 inches at a time. And we'll see how it goes. I'll also have to cut out a bunch of part of the roof up there just to make way for the corner of the beam. Anyway, have fun.